What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be embracing
the darkness,
because today we're going to be playing everybody's favorite list. We're talking about Mono Black. Cue the intro. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're talking about a list I'm sure everyone's excited for because Mono Black seems to do pretty well here on the channel whenever I post a video on it. So today we're going to be playing some Mono Black with some new stuff from Crimson Vow. I'm super excited, and today's list is extremely grindy and causes for some very long games, but there is some endless wells of value here in this deck, and I cannot wait to show you guys and break it down. Before I do, I have a few things I just want to go over real quick. If you're not already subscribed with the channel, it's a free way to help support the channel, and we're on the road to 5,000 by the end of the year. So if you find any value in today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't mind subscribing. And if you hit that like button as well, I'd really appreciate that too. And lastly, I don't really ever bring this up, but I do have some social media accounts. If you guys want to give those a follow, there's some links in the description below to the Twitter and the Instagram. Twitter's been pretty inactive lately, and I apologize, but we're trying to keep up on the Instagram the best we can. If we ever do this and switch over to full time and I get more time, both of those will be a lot more active. But if you guys want to see some, just some day-to-day photos and cool video clips, give the Instagram an old follow. But with that being said, let's talk about today's list. So Mono Black, man, it is the king of grind. The king of grind, because what we're trying to do here is we're just basically trying to get to a very deep end game and outvalue our opponents on card draw, incremental damage over time, and eventually we're going to just kill them out by sheer willpower, or them quitting, or we have some pretty cool over the top things like a new Blood Vial Purveyor. Actually, let's go ahead and start there, seeing I just brought it up. So this card right here is a 4-drop. It's a 5/6 flying trample. What could go wrong? Well, every time your opponent casts a spell, they're going to get a blood token. So there's a little bit of a downside to it, but if you play this late game and your opponent's only got one card in hand, or even they're top decking, which, trust me, with this particular deck, that's going to be happening a lot because we get so far into these games, your opponent's going to eventually be top decking, and the blood tokens aren't going to be very helpful. In fact, they're just going to power up our creature here, because every blood token they have, it gets more attack. So this is going to be a really cool over-the-top card to finish our opponents out. We've also got 3 Sorens in this deck. I had 4 in here at first, but we dropped it down to 3 because I just wanted to make sure we were going to win some games with it, because today we're actually grinding from Diamond to Mythic, and this is the deck that got us there, so I'm super pumped about it. But Soren right here, I'm sure everyone's familiar. It just has a couple of different loyalty counter abilities here, where you can go ahead and look at the top card of your library, take it out. If you do, you're taking life. It's also creating vampires, which is going to be the most important part of this deck, is creating those 2/3 vampires. Not deck, most important part of this card. And then Soren has an ultimate where if you can get to a -7, you can actually just deal 13 to any target. Probably not going to happen today. We have 3 Lulths as well, another win con of ours. It's going to create spiders. You already know the drill with Lulth. We've also got some pretty cool combinations here. Here's where the value starts, right? Is our first couple of drops are Ghast and Eye Twitch. We've all seen this package before. We got Deadly Dispute. Everyone has seen this combo. That's cool. We got a lot of value there. Card draw, treasures, yada yada, right? It stops early aggro, which is really sweet. But here's where it gets fun. We got 4 Jadars. Jadar is going to create a zombies every single time. If there's no decayed zombie on the battlefield, at the end step, it's going to create one. So you keep attacking with the decayed zombie, it dies, we get another one. Well, pair that bad boy up with Morbid Opportunist. And this card right here says every time a creature dies on a turn, you get to draw a card. So if it dies on our turn or our opponent's turn, we're drawing a card. Just 1 per turn, but if you stack these, it can get pretty out of hand. So we get the Jadar down, follow that up with the Opportunist. Every single turn you're drawing a card, because the zombie's just going to keep attacking and keep reviving, keep attacking, keep reviving. And that loop is going to give us endless card draw. So this combo right here is pretty sweet. Your hand should never be empty with that. And we've also got 2 Meat Hook Massacres, which could actually end up winning us the game over time just by dealing 1 damage to our opponent every single time the zombie dies as well. So there's a built-in clock there, essentially. And then lastly, we have a full playset of Blood on the Snow, which is going to get back everything you see here and sweep the board. So we're just going to try to keep the board clear, sweeping it over and over and over and over, and just keep getting our stuff back. And over time, dealing 1 damage with the zombies, or getting 1 extra card, eventually finding our Purveyor late game, smashing their face. So that's the idea of the deck. And we've also got a sideboard here, obviously because of the Eye Twitch. 2 environmental sciences, 2 necrotic fumes, because this card right here, sacking the zombies, it's a no-brainer. We've also got pest summoning to sacrifice as well, mascot exhibition, and a confront the past. Let's get into the gameplay footage, guys. Believe me, you're going to want to stay for this one because we do actually, like I said, grind it out to finally hit Mythic. So enjoy today's video. We'll see you guys back here at the end. Peace. All right, guys, it's the final push to Mythic, and it begins now, man. And we're going to do it with everyone's favorite. We're talking about Mono Black, man. We've got some pretty cool new cards in the list, too. We got Soren as well as this Blood Vial. This is pretty sweet. This hand is nice. Definitely a snap keep for us here. We get to go first. We are 3 games currently, 3 games away to getting this thing done. So I wanted to make sure that our final Mythic push would be done with a list that I know everyone would enjoy. Good old Mono Black doing its thing. Do we dispute this? I think we do. We can get down an early Blood Vial. We're up against what though? Orzhov, they're milling. Oh no, it's Abzan, they're milling themselves. Okay, could be like some sort of reanimator list. Probably want to get rid of, you know, I don't think I have anything to get rid of that. Just thinking about getting rid of this, but I don't think I have anything. And in that case, we'll grab what? Probably some stuff to, I don't know. I guess when you're in doubt, just take an environmental sciences, right? So let's do that. All right, let's go ahead and oh, we can get the combo down though. We can get the Jadar with the Morbid going. Part of me really wants to put the pressure on though, but at the same time, we got to worry about things like binding the old gods and a lot of nonsense stuff. I think I'm just gonna get this down. I think I'm gonna get this down past the turn. We're gonna take it slow. I don't want to rush anything here. I don't want to overextend myself. If I play the you know, the purveyor, like I said, there's green, black, and white that we're dealing with. All have the best removal, so like this could get taken out pretty easily with some spot removal, and I'd hate to see that happen. So gonna take this nice and easy here and see what we can do. This will get us going on all the card draw we need. But at the same time, we've got a pretty good meat hook here. Let's read these cards first because they are new. Whenever this enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. Whenever it dies, you may exile it. When you do, return a target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, so they can bring back something here from to their hand. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on the Willow Geist. Life equals to its power. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Do we sweep the board here though? I don't know. You get to draw cards, but this might be early. I say we do it. Let's do it. I was thinking it might be a little early for this, but you know what? I think we're good because it does actually avoid killing our opportunist, right? So let's just take advantage of the card draw here, deal a bit of damage to them through the, you know, meat hook itself. They do get another card back in their hand, and they find themselves the Trespasser, which is going to have a ward ability of making us discard a card. A lot going on here because they have so many new cards they've already played that I've got to make sure I'm reading up on these things so I don't make any mistakes here. Gotta play smart. But it does look like they do thrive on creatures, right? So it is a creature deck. They're trying to, you know, do some mid-rangey, like attack me type stuff, build up their creatures bigger and bigger. So I think we kind of like that matchup in some ways. Let's see. We have the Lulth here now. And we can throw it on a Geist too, or I could just get the infinite card draw going. I think I'm gonna go for the Lulth here. The bigger, badder thing. Let's go for it. We could also play this. More bodies to block with, the better. And we've already kind of got our one of our win cons down, which is our meat hook massacre. So whenever something dies, that we're dealing damage to them now. So it's just gonna be residual damage over and over again that they can't stop as long as our creatures are constantly churning and burning and dying. It's gonna be nice. Don't like that, but that's that spot removal I was talking about. When this attacks, does it exile a card from a graveyard? Yes, it does. Okay, so these are gonna get a lot of 1/1 counters, and they have trample. So I got to stop him while I can here. Definitely going to double block with our spiders here. And let's see, if I block here, we don't really gain anything off of it, right? So let's just do that. Take the 3. We're at 22 right now, so it's no big deal on the 3. We do kill one of the geists, thank goodness. Blood on the snow, that seems pretty darn good. And we can't get back a Lolth, but I can get back my Morbid, which is kind of nice. And we really kind of crushed their game plan here. Yeah, there's no point in attacking. They're just gonna have 2 good blocks, so let's just do this now. All right, we do get all of our triggers, which is awesome. Beautiful. All right, we're looking really good now. Now, like, this is why mono black is so grindy, man. This is what I mean by grindy. It's just that we just constantly, like, not really putting a lot of pressure on our opponent. It's really a slow burn, but like at the same time, we're just slowly getting so far ahead, you know? Like, that's how the deck works. All right, now we definitely want to get the combo going here. Every turn we start dealing life and drawing cards. And I don't see why we can't get this going now. I am worried about sweepers. Let's go ahead and just not go any further here with this. Let's just keep our eye twitch in hand here. We may regret it if we run into another sweeper like a meat hook. But the meat hook's not going to be able to do it up to 6. So they will be leaving back my purveyor to just run through them. So we're going to let that go through, because whenever it dies, they actually get choice. They get the prime pick here of creatures from the graveyard. So let's not let that happen. These blood tokens not going to be very helpful to them either, because the less cards they have in hand, the less effective they actually are. All right, let's see here. Let's get in for an attack. Over the top, and then you go, because you're going to die after the decay, which means we draw a card and deal 1 damage. It's a terrible block too. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty nice effect there. It's gonna be residual annoyance coming out from our opponent there. All right, we could double up on our opponent getting blood tokens, and then we get double the power on the next turn. But again, we're afraid of Meat Hook Massacre, right? 1, 2, and then they can only deal for 3. So yeah, let's just get 2 of these down. This should put them on lethal clock here. So I don't really need to do anything else. I could play the Opportunist here, but I don't think that's that important, because again, if we get hit by a Meat Hook Massacre, we're gonna really regret sending everything out there like that. All right. I like this deck a lot, man. It's so much fun. It's very long games for sure. Like, this is gonna be probably just 3 very long games to get the Mythic, but this deck feels really clean and consistent. I don't think anything's gonna feel clean and consistent against Izzet turns, but if we're up against any sort of creature deck, we should do okay, because we got that early board presence and stuff. All right, the Meat Hook does come down. We thought that might happen. We get to draw a card here. They do gain a lot of life, which is annoying, but we just negate it with our own Meat Hook Massacre, so it's gonna be a wash. They get to pick a card from their graveyard, which is not good, but again, I'm pretty sure this is lethal unless they have some sort of secret here I don't know about. Nope, there it is. Scooped it up. Blood Veil Purveyor. The new card from Crimson Vow comes through for us. I knew it was going to be pretty good, man. That was going to be our strong finisher, but GG's, on to the next one. All right, I am very excited, guys. We're 2 away. 2 games. Please let us avoid Izzet so we can be happy campers and get to Mythic. You know what I'm saying? Please. Oh, what a starting hand. Anytime we get an eye twitch with Dispute, You know it's a keeper. The mana's nice too. Probably one too many havens, but that's okay. Ooh, they take a mulligan. Okay. Dimir snow. Okay, so this might be a snow versus snow matchup. Who's gonna be more grindy, me or you? Who's gonna take this game to deep waters? Oh, okay, so you're Dimir and you're zombie based. I see, I see. Let's go ahead and attack here. This zombie's really annoying, especially when people have ways to reanimate it, because it can minus your creature minus XX or whatever, and it can just really keep doing residual like removal, which is super annoying. All right, they sacrifice it for nothing, which feels great. This right here is a 3/1, and it says whenever a non-token zombie dies, they can create a zombie token. All right, we're probably gonna want this at some point in this game, so let's grab it now. Solid. We find our Jadar. I love that. Love finding Jadar. Again, afraid to kind of play this, especially against this sort of matchup, because removal is a thing. Do we go Sorin here? Do we go Sorin? Big question of the day here. Or do we just go Jadar and eye twitch? Man, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Jadar and eye twitch here. Pass the turn. That didn't really feel like a very like clean turn. It just felt a little clunky. Wanted to play Sorin. I would have had to eat a treasure, which would have slowed my ramp further, and it would have got ran over by the spare zombie that would have got through going wide on me. So there was no point in playing that. Alright. Thank goodness for Blood in the Snow, huh? Blood in the Snow gonna be about as clutch as it gets, huh? Alright, so what do we want then? We're probably gonna want Environmental Sciences just to ensure that we get to our Blood in the Snow as far as mana goes. That's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and lay down some more defenses here. No point in attacking in with our zombie here. We're just gonna get blocked and then it's gonna reanimate again. What a yada yada. No point. If we had Meat Hook Massacre down or a card draw advantage, that's for sure when you want to be swinging, but this particular case. All right, we got a great Blood in the Snow coming our opponent's way. They're playing the make everything fly. That's kind of cool. I made a zombie deck myself and I had that card in there as well. Pretty sweet card. Got a backup Blood in the Snow as well, so if they want to refuel the board here, that's fine. We take 4, not great. Yep, they refueled the board. All right, definitely gonna Blood in the Snow again here. No point in attacking in, huh? Okay. Blood in the Snow really came through for us on this game, huh? I'd say so. There's the scoop. All right, that could have been a really bad game for us had we not found our Blood in the Snow. So thank God we run 4 of those bad boys. Solid victory. One game awaits, everybody. One game. Could this be it, ladies and gentlemen? Could we finally be in Mythic? I'm sure by the title and thumbnail you'll already know, but let's see here. We got a Ghast. If we can top deck a Deadly Dispute, this hand will be absolute fire. It's definitely a keepable hand. We cannot throw this away. Double Ghast, that's fine. I mean, that's at least something we can play on turn 2. I just don't want to go one turn without having to play anything. Plus, double Ghast makes it very, very hard for your opponent to try to attack with anything. Let's just play defense. You know that this deck's going to try to implement probably life gain at some point, and they're going to make their creatures really, really big. It could be a training type deck. It could be a number of things, but kind of have an idea that it's going to involve throwing down a ton of creatures and probably making them very big. So Blood and Snow, great card in hand. Of course, again, pretty much any creature based deck we've got a very, very solid game plan against. The only problem with the Morbid Opportunist here is that we don't have a way to guarantee that our Ghast will die and draw us cards. I wish we had a way, but there's no way our opponent's going to swing in at all with a board state like this where we could just kind of pick off with -1/1s on their creatures. And I don't want to swing in because they're just going to let that attack go through. So, and then we're kind of open for a counter attack. Morbid Opportunist, a decent blocker, but they go for the cat or the 1/1 counters? They go for the cat. Interesting. I thought for sure it'd be the counters. If these Ghasts can die though, that would be so great because we can get the treasures too on top of it and just kind of ramp up. There we go. That's the card I'm looking for. Which kind of sucks because I would like to play Sorin here too. But I think we're going to have to pass on the Sorin. So let's just go ahead and pass the turn. Hold up our Deadly Dispute. Let them invest more into the board, and then we'll have a really good Blood in the Snow ready to go. We honestly might even see a scoop out of our opponent the moment the Blood in the Snow hits, like our last opponent did, because it kind of demoralizes their whole deck. Now, you know, they're top decking at this point, so I mean, little do they know that they're top decking basically at this point. They think they've got a pretty good situation here. They should really consider the fact that I have Blood in the Snow based on my mana. I would personally be really scared. I would not have invested that much into my board, but I'm not them though, so it is what it is. You might be wondering why I blocked with the Opportunist. It's because it's going to die anyways to our Blood in the Snow, so create a treasure. Let's go. Let's get it. Opponent is not going to be happy with this next play. They do get to draw a card with their clue token though, which is kind of cool for them. Not cool for us. Ooh, and we get another Deadly Dispute. Shoot. Don't mind if I do. Good thing these things don't have trample, huh? I'd say our opponent here is a little outgunned based on our hand size and the board state. No, we'll keep those. We'll keep those treasures. We may need those. We'll see. The only problem I have in this particular situation is that our opponent here has Felidar Retreat, which means even a land is technically a pretty decent threat for the for them to pull, you know, because it can create creatures. So kind of annoying, but we do have a backup, which is really nice. All right, we're gonna play our Sorin finally, get some action here, and use the treasures to play our Lolth as well. Let's just flood the battlefield with creatures. Make sure that Brutal Cathar is not going anywhere. Plus, these are all tokens. We're good to lose those to Blood in the Snow, and no harm, no foul. They do get in the Seeker's Chariot too. Okay, so these two being resolved together is a serious problem. Like I said, even though they're top decking, they're not out of the game at all by any means. I don't know why they crewed that. Oh, that makes sense. Nice play. Nice play. It had a Summoning Sickness, so I was confused, but it's because they were holding a land in hand. Smart. All right. How do we handle this? I think what we do is we swing all. Swing all here and see what happens. They can't block any of it actually, so we know we're gonna get through because they both have menace and then the one's got the flying, so these are getting through. My biggest question now is this too early for a Blood in the Snow? It might be. It might be too early. 17 life. Might as well take a peek here on top of our deck. I'll take it.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Twitch comes in. I don't know, man. I feel like I should Blood in the Snow here. I feel like I should. I just feel like if I do and then they... well, I do get back a Morbid. Forgot about that I get that back. And then an eye twitch maybe? Yeah. Okay. It might be worth it. Might be worth it. Wolf gets a lot of loyalty here. We did use it to draw already. But it's okay.
A gift in exchange.
We're gonna need to combat, you know, our opponent's ability to just freaking generate tons of creatures. I'm sure they're running Scoot Swarm too, so you know, having Mascot Exhibition is gonna be nice. That was a 2-for-1 special there. They get a flyer in a land form. So they can activate that and then play a Seek's Chariot down. Oh no. Well played, well played. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be tough, man. This is gonna be tough. They have a very, very good way of just rebuilding their whole situation, man. It's crazy. Them top decking to the Seek's Chariot after we cleared them out. Pretty solid top deck. I can truly and honestly say that. All right, we get to draw another card. We will eventually find another Meathook though, and or a Blood in the Snow, so should be okay, hopefully. We've got so much card draw. We can start stacking these. We have a solid flyer too, a 5/6 flyer. I mean,
Do what I demand.
this isn't gonna work because it's sorcery speed, so we can never get the Seek's Chariot off guard. So I think we're gonna grab Pest Summoning. I guess that's probably what we should grab just to get more bodies to block with, so we can find more Blood in the Snow or Meathook Massacre. Again, we're just grinding them, man. That's what this deck does. We just grind, and eventually it'll work out. Let's create some tokens on all fronts.
I will get what I want.
Want to double up on the card draw here for sure. And then I'm going to play Purveyor because they have no hand, and I don't think they have a great way of actually refueling their hand. So Purveyor is going to be pretty good for us because the blood tokens aren't going to do much for them at all. All right, well, that's annoying because that's an endless way of gaining life, which we hate to see. We hate to see it. Oh, they scoop it up without... Oh, I thought maybe they were still in it slightly, but here we go. We did it. Mono Black takes us to Mythic, baby. Let's freaking go, man. Let's go see what the damage is real quick. We'll keep you guys here for a second. We're gonna go see what the percentage looks like. It's the 14th of the month, so probably no number, I'm guessing. Probably close to 98, I'm guessing. Let's see. Ready? Nailed it. 98. All right. All right, we finally made it, ladies and gentlemen. We finally made it to Mythic, man. I'm so happy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this grind to Mythic this time around, it felt really hard. Way harder than normal. We got to Diamond. You want to hear something crazy? We got to Diamond in the first day of the new rank being reset. It only took us 1 day to get to Diamond, and then we just kind of got stuck in Diamond tier 2 or 3 forever. It's just so weird. So weird. And we're up against a mirror matchup here in our last game. Let's see how much of a mirror it actually is. Okay, we don't play that. That is not something we play. We got the Opportunist with the Jadar, so unlimited card draw potentially here, which is great. Taking a pretty good chunk of damage though here over time. And I can't really, I was gonna say, I can't really block the Geist because it's gonna kill our Jadar, but they beat me to the punch here. They beat me to the punch. Let's get our Morbid Opportunist out here. Let's just take the free card draw. Eye Twitch. Okay. Another great sack tool to the Deadly Dispute. All right. Did they pay full? They paid full cost for that. So there goes Loth. Oh, they take Sorin. Okay. I personally would have took Loth, but that's just me. All right. We take another 2 because that has Death Touch. We can't do anything about that, unfortunately. All right. And let's just get in for a free one shot here and try to keep pace a little bit here. We do get the block with the Eye Twitch and sack it to Dispute. Looks like our opponent might be having trouble with lands. Hopefully. We'll see. Let's hope so, man. That would be really helpful if they are. We get to draw 3 cards here. And that's pretty good to deal with the advisory, right? So adversary, advisory, whatever. All right, they do get a land, so they're not hurting for lands. And they get 2 Field of Ruins too, of all things. So our Faceless Haven is going to be pretty irrelevant here. Well, I didn't know they had another Dread Fuge, so I probably could have grabbed... Probably should have grabbed Confront the Past, but they didn't even take Loth again. I don't know what their gripe is here with Loth. They just don't like it. I'm not sure, but... Okay, let's get in for another one. And now we got some good blockers that I'm more than happy to double block their Tainted Adversary with. Okay, so they're gonna sack. Okay, we get to draw a card too. That's pretty awesome. I'll definitely eat the treasure for this. We have so much mana. No need to hang on and be stingy with that treasure, that's for sure. I typically am pretty stingy with those treasures, but that seems pretty no-brainer to me. All right, there goes our whole board. Ouch. Loth does go up though. Pretty good in loyalty here. Might as well grab that at this point, huh?
Do what I demand.
Get a free shot in here for 4. Get their life total as low as possible. Just keep the pressure on. We didn't have much to do with that mana, so might as well. And we still have the Necrotic Fumes, which is basically a free, free kill spell because we get to use our zombie tokens, which are unlimited. And we get to exile. That's the best part. So we'll be seeing ya. We'll be seeing ya.
Pity our time is over.
And I think we draw so much mana. Do we play this? This is always kind of the weird, awkward card. Like, do we play this now? Do we play it later? I think we play it now. Let's give him the opportunity at those blood tokens. Who really cares? I'm okay with those spiders. Oh no, I did not mean to swing to Jadar there. That was a mistake. I did not mean to. It would have been a bad block on our opponent's part anyways to block it, but still didn't want to take that chance. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that, but I'm okay with their return fire here on Loth. Let him kill Loth because I have another one in hand. That's why I was trying to say before I made that horrible mistake. All right, Loth gets beat. But we got a lot of damage coming back over the top here, so let's see if they're prepared. Oh, they are prepared. They get a Blood in the Snow. But we did exile their Loth, so they're not getting back a Loth, which is great. Man, that's so annoying. The meat hook going off for our opponent here too is really frustrating. All right, we're going Loth again here. I might just play this for 0 just to combat their Meat Hook Massacre as well, but I think we should probably just wait one turn. Wait one turn just to see what they're up to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we can still cast it for 0 next turn if we want to, or we can prioritize actually using it depending on what they do to the board here, or not, or we just lose it. Yep, we just lose it. Cool. It would have been Mascot Exhibition that went down anyways either, so either way it would have been a terrible terrible situation for us. I love that. Because it's lifelink. But at the same time, I feel like we do got to do this to get the pressure on. Ultimately, we're taking a card, right? So let's just do that real quick. Okay.
My hatred lives.
Yeah, that's a tough decision. I think I just was battling between Soren and Mascot there, man. We might want to consider throwing a couple of Field of Runes in our deck too, man. It's seems pretty good. We don't really have to give up too much seeing we're a monocolored deck, so. Oh, and Test of Talents of all things too. Cool. Well, at least we know that they're not going to get anything else out of our deck, so that's cool. Let's get the beat down, man. Just keep up the beat down. Opponent down to 2 cards. They do have 1 blood token that we gave them that they can kind of sift through with.
Consider yourself fortunate, you fight for me now.
All right, we're gonna have to deal with that Soren.
No cost.
Let's see what happens here when we attack.
Well,
Let's do that and hold back 2 blockers. We want to make sure that we can handle a return fire here, so.
know that I will not abandon my quest.
Aren't I jealous? Good minions.
That's
are
not bad.
loyal and deadly.
That's not bad. I think we could wait 1 more turn though. We got some pretty good blockers on the way back here. Let's play the Shambling Ghast just in case they want to activate that Faceless Haven. I really don't feel like taking any damage this turn. We're down to 7 as it is, so it's not exactly great. Blood in the Snow. Super helpful, but still not. Oh wow, they actually threw away a card they really would have been glad to have here. I am so happy they dumped that off. How many is that already? 1, 2, 3, 4. We already went through 4 of those already. Jeez, and we're still alive. All right. Swing all. I think we're gonna pull this off, guys. I think we're gonna pull it off. It's gonna be tricky, but I think we can do it. Oh, I just realized they had no island. Oh yeah, Test of Talents, duh. Duh. All right.
Aren't I the generous one?
All right, we'll be seeing you later. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Oh no, I did not anticipate that. I did not anticipate a second Test of Talents. That is a actual nightmare. Okay, well, this is a very good card now though. Wow, I just got absolutely destroyed, huh? Definitely want the lifelink vampire.
Follow in darkness.
Goes over the top, deals 2, deals that. I can draw a card. All right.
Oh yes.
Oh, I'm so annoyed right now. I did not anticipate that Test of Talents, man. That was a slight oversight on my part. Why did it have to be a Test of Talents of all things? All right, cool. They're giving us another turn here. All right. Let's see. If they don't block, Loth will die. I can. Oh, you know what? That's not gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. Let's leave back something here. Yeah, to leave something back here, I think. All right, just in case, because they have 3 attackers in the return spot, and then if they you know, if they activate their Faceless Haven, that could be a problem. If I activate my Faceless Haven, they just hit me with the old Field of Ruin situation. So let's draw another card here.
Go on, run. But we will.
These aren't more bodies to block with, so that's good. I'm hoping we can find a... What are we looking for here? We're looking for a Morbid Opportunist. That would be a really great card right now. So would another Meathook Massacre, but... Alright. They're probably going to go get themselves another blue source. Man. What sucks the most is I just pointed out the blue mana too. Like, oh, why'd they get blue mana? Oh yeah, Test of Talents. And then I run Blood in the Snow right into Test of Talents. I really didn't expect it, but it was such a good play on their part because they threw this away, and I thought that was a silly idea. I was like, why did they throw that away? It seems like a very bad idea. No, it wasn't. It was actually genius. Okay, I like this. No sweeper. I was afraid that all that card draw right there was going to be sweepers, but it's not. All right, they're going to use their blood tokens that I gave them. That was land. They're just going to keep digging and digging, I'm sure, until they find like a blood in the snow. Blood on the snow. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. Let's see what happens. They're pretty tapped out. They got 2 blockers. If we send everything here, they block what? Up to 3 here. So that's 2 damage getting through. They block here. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, that should be enough, right? I hope I did the math right. I was never a math whiz, though. I was never really a math whiz. This is going to be either the most epic thing ever or the least epic thing. They do gain 2 life, which I did not take into account. Let's hope that we got enough. Okay. Oh, they let all 5 go through. They did not read the trample part. Okay, so they made a bigger mistake than I ever could have, so that's nice. They put it on the trampler and then sacked. Oof. Oof. They do have 3 mana still to work with though, and a hand now, so. Yes, it goes through. Oh man, they really did not anticipate the trample on our blood vial. Man, see, they could have actually probably won that if they didn't sack that eye twitch. They would have probably won it by 1, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember exactly how the numbers went down. But anyways, good games all across the board. Super happy we're in Mythic. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Let's get into the breakdown. See you guys there. Peace. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed that gameplay footage. I'm so just relieved. All the weight's off my chest. We finally made it to Mythic. I'm super stoked about that. So very, very happy, and I'm glad Mono Black was the list to get us there because, again, everyone loves this deck, and it just played so well with the new cards, man. Sorin, Blood Vial, these 2 cards, just super great for this list, man. I'm going to get down into the, grittiness of this deck and break it down a little bit here, but before I do, huge shout out to everyone who's made it this far into the video. Just want to say thank you so much for that. You guys help the algorithm when you stay this long, and it pushes my video to more people, so thank you so much. Really appreciate all of you for that. So with that being said, let's talk about it, man. The Morbid Opportunist paired with Jadar, the Kiss of Death, man. I love this combo. This combo is so good. I do think that I need to add more Meathook Massacres in here. I think there needs to be at least a 3rd Meathook Massacre in here because I think not finding that a couple of times in certain games where we were trying to match pace with our opponent's Meathook Massacre, or we were just, missing that little extra oomph of dealing that incremental damage over time through our sacrificing abilities. I think adding more Meathook Massacres could be good. There were a few spots where the Purveyor didn't come through for us because we didn't really want to play it because they had a full hand. So this card right here is a little bit more like super late game. So we could actually probably drop this down to 2 and add that additional Meathook Massacre. And I think we'd be in a pretty sweet spot. I also think the mana base could use a few Field of Ruins as well, because again, like I was saying before, I don't think we really lose too much. We only have a couple of things that really depend on double black devotion, but we are a monocolored deck, so wouldn't hurt to throw in a couple of Field of Ruins. With that being said though, I don't have any other suggestions on how to make it better. There are ways you could do this. Obviously, this deck can be built a million different ways. Mono black, like Blood Money style decks, they've been done a million different ways. and there's no wrong way to do them. If you just want to add, I don't know, a little bit of hand hate, there's some new cards in mono black that, you know, you can get into their hand. Dread Fuge, this card right here is pretty sweet. You can get into your opponent's hand. You got to see it played against us, but yeah, there's some things you can do in here, man. And that Dread Fuge, I'm only offering that up as a suggestion, because again, if we would have ran into Is It Turns today, we probably would have lost. It just is what it is. That deck is broken, and not every deck's gonna have an answer for it, unfortunately. I wish it did, but yeah, that's gonna conclude though my breakdown and the end of this video. Before I get out of here though, as always, huge shout out to the Marty Mob. I really appreciate you guys so much for being part of the Marty Mob and just showing your support, man. Your support means everything. It keeps me going and trucking and driving, so I appreciate that a lot. And you know, if you guys don't know, the Marty Mob is a membership on this channel, and these guys support us through a monetary membership, so I really appreciate that a lot. If you guys want to learn more about the Marty Mob, hit that join button down below or the link in the description below, and there are some added perks and benefits to your account. So with that being said though, that's gonna do it, guys, and I appreciate all of your attention today and time, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the next one. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. Yeah. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. Yeah. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the Mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't